What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of our podcast. And today, after all the feedback that you've given us in our last episodes, personally on our Instagram, today we've picked up another new topic. And we thought that since we are content creators, it's our responsibility to also share like what kind of content we consume a lot on social media. And I'm sure a lot of you might have like similar choices. So let us know if you have the similar choices. So right off the bat, if you're talking about content creation, I think Instagram is like a huge thing. So what are your picks from there? If you guys have any, shall we have a left to right? I don't know how should we go about it.
Yeah. Can I go? Yes, let me.
Yeah, yeah,
Why
sure,
am I
sure.
asking for permission? Why? Why am I doing this? See, this is
Yeah,
what
go on.
happens when you work from home for too long. One
I
shouldn't be
mean,
subjected to this. No one should be subjected to this. Okay,
I
let's
think we
get on
should
track.
have a Soliloquy rant, some Working Snehashi season one.
I know, I know. Okay. So
Right.
talking about Facebook and Instagram, uh, I had been extremely addicted to these two platforms a few months back. So I actively took part into cleansing myself from it. But that doesn't mean that I am out of loop completely because I still go on YouTube. So my uh, exposure to content creation mainly is from YouTube. So the creator that's coming to my mind right now, as to the one that I watch so much time, so many times, so much time right now, is Tanmay Bhatt. I know,
Uh-huh.
I know, I know. You were expecting some, soul enlifting content or something, but no,
No one, no,
I
no one,
love.
no one was expecting that. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, you should expect. That's insulting. Why don't you should expect that I will watch? What is this? What is this
because I
image?
think, that you can watch uplifting content once or twice, but not on a regular basis. I mean, it gets boring, right? So, what's even the point?
I know. So, so point is, so what I was saying is, Tanmay Bhatt, the massive comeback that he did from the AIB days and now in his reaction videos channels, it will be a lie if I don't admit that this podcast thinking that we have started a huge, influence is because of the content that Tanmay Bhatt puts out in his channel right now. Like I got so
So,
much.
Snehash
Yeah.
is actually like you were mentioning Tanmay Bhatt. So, what do you think? Like, I honestly I haven't been following Tanmay Bhatt much since AIB. And so, do you think that Tanmay Bhatt of now has evolved from the Tanmay Bhatt of AIB?
No, no, he has degraded for sure. But the thing
Oh
is,
no.
it suits it suits the kind of content that he puts out now. You know,
I think he
he
has become more approachable to the public. He's interacting more with the audience, his fans, right? Like
I
every videos that he makes, we see him interacting with the fans, right? So yeah, I feel that in one way his his audience and his content has improved over what he used to do in AIB
I feel the
days.
absolute spectrum over which he makes his videos, like from cryptocurrency to stocks to gaming to just messing around with other comedians or anything. It's just the whole range of things which is like really amazing about how he sort of pulls it off. And yeah, I mean, people might come back at me saying that, come on, he has vested commercial interests in them. Sure, I mean, I have my vested commercial interests, but I'm not becoming like a doctor overnight. But he has that capability to do like three, four different branches of knowledge together, which I feel it's really commendable that way. Like I really like your first choice on my, but yeah, I guess we can all agree to it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. The thing
speaking
is,
about finance and crypto, like with the COVID wave, you would like he actually used that boom that crypto and finance content had on YouTube during our lockdown, right? And he made sure that he used that to get another segment of audience, which he did not have before.
yeah, true. I think this kind of content that he's now creating, that has actually humanized him more because before, while he was in AIB, the videos everything was scripted and sketchy, right? They were not
Yeah.
genuine conversations that he was
Right.
having with fellow comedians and sketch artists. So this kind of candid videos, if I might say, that has humanized him in front of his audience and made him much more closer to them. So that is why
Yeah.
I think he's one of my favorite content creators as of now, because I regularly watch his clips.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What be
So
your
speaking of content creators, and so since you mentioned finance, crypto, one of my favorite content creators whom I've been following a lot, and I started following him amidst this lockdown. Initially, I followed him on Insta, so I'll just give it out. His name is Finance with Sharan, and it might
Of
sound a
course.
bit nerdy and stuff, but then come on, we all need money. And at yeah, and I started following him from the lockdown, just when that boom of following crypto and following the wave of just saving money in general. The concept of it was more financial literacy, as people call it. That became a way more in demand thing. And
right.
I used to follow him on Insta, and now I think he's come out on YouTube as well. So have any of you guys followed him? Like, you guys check him
Yeah,
out?
I have seen a lot of his clips actually. The thing is, what he has done is he has made information fun. Most of the people out there, not most, like many people out there, they don't gravitate towards informative content if they're not funny enough. Okay, they always seek some kind of comedy in every kind of content that they get to grab onto their attention. So what Sharan has achieved here that he has tried to impart information that will be financial information that will be really helpful to people of our age and many others by presenting it in a way that can hold on to their attention a lot.
And that's really that's the point there. I mean, the introduction of comedy as well as information. Uh, we generally tend to remember things better if it's served in a present.
Yeah.
He's doing just that.
I
Besides,
don't
see,
think I
otherwise,
particularly
remember, like, yeah,
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't think I particularly follow this channel you guys are talking about, but the way you guys are describing, I think it definitely makes me want to like visit because financial content, as per se, especially during the COVID times, how the crypto boom happened, or the crypto bubble, or however we call it. Uh, Apart from that, yeah, so whatever happened, there was a lot of content consumption on my behalf when it came to financial content. But like to be very honest, and because of my previous allegiances, my entire gamut of information stopped at Ankur Warikoo and people like Tanmay Bhatt, and they didn't get off from there. So, like when you're suggesting something like this, I think that would be something I'd really interested to watch or something. That's that.
So what do you watch?
Well, for me, I think honestly, I had Tanmay Bhatt in mind, and when Snehashir said Tanmay Bhatt, I had to rethink my whole list while Shobha Shachi was speaking. But yeah, I have got something very similar, but kind of different, which is Kenny Sebastian. Kenny Sebastian has been that one of, I think, Tanmay's generation, or I think one wave after that. But like he has been very thick in the comedy space, and he has been exploring a lot of different type of content. Where if you were to check his YouTube channel out now, he has travel vlogs, he has sketch videos. There was a whole thing Kenny did with Kanan Gill once upon a time, where he used to get up on stages and perform like drama skits and all, and they're all recorded on YouTube. So and he does music, like he's a musician who has done like 4 years of painting. So there is just again that so much massive range of that person. And what I absolutely love about this lad is very recently he started this podcast called the Simple Ken podcast, which is, to be very honest, very frank with you guys, when I also was, when we were discussing about let's start a podcast and all, and in my head I had that Simple Ken podcast and all key something like that I want to do. And also when I said yes to it, that's what I had in mind. So yeah, I mean Kenny Sebastian, like how about you guys? Like I'm sure you guys consume Kenny Sebastian's content being from our generation. So like what are your feelings on this guy?
Yeah, the thing is, I used to follow Kenny a lot, but sadly, down the line, his comedy became a bit too, flat for me personally, because my taste in comedy is very, very questionable and very dark. Okay,
Anthony
so
Jeselnik and all, yeah.
yes, yes, love him. Yes, he's one of my favorite comedians.
Right.
So Kenny
Figured.
doesn't fall in that kind of comedy.
Yeah.
His comedy
He
is
makes
very
jokes
vanilla.
about biscuits.
Exactly, biscuit, chai, and all. So in that sense, I don't enjoy his comedy that much. But what you mentioned, the variety, the multiple facets of content that he is bringing out now, that is really commendable, because gaining growth in one particular niche is one thing, but gaining popularity and growth in multiple uh, you know what do you say, multiple niches at the same time, that's really commendable.
Right. Yeah. How about Arnav? Like, what's up? Like, which
Yeah.
one?
Okay, so you like two of you mentioned comedians and one guy mentioned finance people. So occasionally I would also like in the middle of the day when I want to watch some YouTube, I watch these channels. But there's one channel I watch the videos of as soon as they release, and usually they release when my workday ends. So that channel is like get fresh out right out of work. And I don't know if you know about this channel. It's called the Daily Dose of Internet. So it's a
Yeah.
big channel.
Yes, yes,
It's a pretty big
very
channel.
big
Yeah,
channel.
they have like lots of subscribers. But what I like is unlike a lot of other channels where they have clickbaity contents or something, it's a very simple channel. So they get clips from around the internet, or even the creator himself shoots some of the clips, and it's basically wholesome, right? He like there's some funny stuff, there's some stuff around the internet, around Reddit. It's all compiled together, and it makes for a good refresher kind of content. And yeah, once I'm done watching that, then I move on to something more serious or something. But yeah, every time I see that he has uploaded a new video or something, it just takes me 2 or 3 minutes of my time when I start watching it.
That sounds interesting. I believe. Like, I don't know. I've
Yeah,
never
I
heard.
mean, you can make it a part of your routine. You'll seriously feel like better after you watch those
Yeah, and
videos.
this the format that you mentioned, actually
Yeah,
this thing isn't actually very new or innovative, but it's a very entertaining thing, because I remember
yeah,
in
and
a couple of news
he's
channels.
perhaps one of the first channels to do this kind of format, and he became very huge because of that. And like his
Yeah,
voice is
yeah,
also very unique, and lots of other you can see him working with other
yeah,
creators.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
and
only
there
one
have
guy.
been
Yeah, it's only
channels
one guy. It's
there.
only one guy.
Oh, I thought that's a
Yeah.
team.
No, no, no. It's just a single creator who
Wow,
he
that's
never
great.
reveals himself. Yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting channel.
Yeah, yeah, and the thing that you said, why I can relate to it is because recently in in Bengali, I won't say serials, in Bengali TV news channels as well as in Hindi TV news channels. During the there are times when they don't
Yeah,
actually
what's
have
the
news. So
difference? What's the difference? Both are soap operas.
Both are so.
yeah, and yeah, they don't. There are times when they don't actually have any news to show, or they don't have any people shouting out. So what they do is they actually do this. They have something called let what's viral today or something, and they do this entire thing, and it's a very recent. So I was pretty sure that they might have got it from some. And then definitely when you mentioned the channel, that this was the first thing that came to my mind. That yeah, then this is the inspiration behind all of this.
Yeah, I have never seen full-fledged videos of this channel that Arnav said, Daily Dose of Internet. But I have come across, YouTube shorts of this channel. And yes, I like they compile short clips together and make it into a big clip.
Yeah,
I have come
even
across
the
them.
main videos are like 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes max. So
Yeah, they
it's
compile
aimed
short clips
to
together.
yeah, aimed to make you feel good at the end of the day. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we all need that sometimes.
we all do.
No, I don't think you guys have only one favorite YouTuber. Come on, we can do this once more. Like another YouTuber
No, of
that
course
comes to
not.
your mind straight out.
Yeah, of course not. Shoham, why don't you name yours? other content creator that you are fond of?
Yeah, without running the risk of again having to think of another one, I'll go first.
Yes.
I think the second would be Veer Das any day, because I feel like he's a very, very important bloody figure for the country's content space right now. And why I particularly mention countries because, yeah, people like Kenny, Abhishek Upamanyu, or if you're talking in another way, another like apart from comedians, just people like Dhruv Rathi or like any content, Samdish and all this, they're national people on a national scale. But I feel Vedas
Hmm.
is one of the only guys who are sort of representing India on a very global scale and sort of bringing a very newer and fresher take about how Indians are like, doing a show like in Austin, Texas about Parle G. Like that takes a lot of brains to sort of curate your content so that it is sort of palatable for the whites as well. So that is, I think, Vedas in for the Indian content space is the IFS guys, the Indian Foreign Ministry, the soft power Indians staying abroad, spreading the name of the Indian content space. And I think foreigners in general, if you talk of like foreigners, when I say foreigners, when I say that countries where India needs a representation, you don't have casual understanding of how India is apart from that. I think Vedas does it really well in those places and people know the Indian contents in by his name. Again,
Yeah.
putting aside stuff like Bollywood. Yeah.
Yeah, and he also got into a lot of trouble when he it came out with that special of his named Two Indias, I suppose. Was that the name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Two Indias. I think to me that was so not justified because the thing is, people were going haywire over that. But the thing is, if you take a step back and look at what he's saying is not wrong. It is true in some places. It may not be true in individualistic homes or individualistic people. But as a whole, if you look at a country and the news that comes up in our newspapers every single day, we do see both
Yeah,
sides.
but but
Uh,
but no bad things happen in our country. Our country is perfect. You can't say
Yes.
bad things about our country.
yeah,
Yeah.
who is keeping the gun behind your head?
How dare you say things like wrong things happening? There's like yeah, it's not visible. I can't see anything.
Oh,
I
I,
think
I
he
okay,
really
okay.
I
is
really
bad.
hope Orno breaks into this part was sponsored by something and relieves us of this comment.
Wave your hand if you are held hostage.
For
Was
all
that a
our
wave?
audio
Was
Is
it?
Alexa
listeners,
holding you
Orno,
hostage?
for all our audio listeners, Orno did not actually wave his hand. So yeah, we'll have
I'm
to keep
Well,
it.
speaking.
he
I'm speaking
scratched
to.
his nipple, I think. What was that? Was that a shake? I don't know.
I can't give any signals right now. Sorry.
Let's just move on to a
He's
second
giving
round
mixed
of
signals.
content creators.
Yes, Abby, what's your favorite content creator? Another one.
Yeah, so there's, right now I would talk about one specific channel, but the guy basically has three channels. Just to sum it up. So the content creator is his name is Drew Durnell. I don't know if you guys follow him because he started out very small with a very offbeat topic, and the topic was flags and geography in general. Now it might
Fun
sound
with
like a
flag.
very boring, might sound very mundane, but the thing
Sheldon
is,
will
when
disagree
you
with you, but carry on.
Sheldon Cooper presents Fun with
Yeah,
Flags.
yeah. Fun with
yeah, and
flags.
the thing is like he start obviously when you bring in a flag of a particular place, it represents the place as a whole, and as a result, the channel if you look towards the evolution of the channel, it slowly turned from a flags channel to a cultures channel in general. And now you'll get a lovely vibe when you go there because obviously there is slander. When you deal with cultures, there is obviously slander. There is appreciation of cultures. There's uniqueness is pointed out. He does a very good job in breaking the stigma or breaking the stereotype that we have about certain cultures, and he doesn't
Yeah.
keep it stuck to one particular culture. He targets Indians and Pakistanis equally. Now that might sound odd, but until, and he has right now he has spread out into 2 to 3 channels, one for shorts and one for gameplay. But still, his main channel, Drew Durnell, is something that I watch every day. Like as soon as the videos come out, I try to.
So, like the thing that you're saying, it kind of brings me to the point that today a lot of channels are actually giving out educational content in a fun way. Uh, like not educational per se, but like history, culture, things that we tend to find boring or we don't like reading or about them. They bring it in a good way. Another YouTuber like that, I remember he's called Johnny Harris. You guys follow him?
I don't think so.
No,
Yeah,
I have never
the
heard of
thing
it.
about Johnny Harris is he's biased at times.
He is
Like
biased
he's
at times. I would not go to his content, but the fact that he, like, being a journalist, is presenting like little known stories, right? Like it's kind of
yeah,
similar
it
to
does the
what you're
same for
saying.
Vox.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does the same for Vox. I follow him as well. He's very he actually goes into very detailed specifics. And the thing with Drew is that he mostly, like recently he started this thing. He is mostly starting from memes. A meme about a particular country, and then or
I
maybe a
see.
country ball meme, like those things. Then he is slowly moving on towards other things, other more serious things, like the assassination of the Japanese ex-prime minister. Then you know many other things that's happening.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
one, since I had in mind that I'll talk about a financial channel, but since we have already covered that base, let me talk about another channel. And at first we had a agenda that we are going to only talk about Indian creators, but since we have moved out of that, I would like to talk about one more creator from another country, and the channel's name is Kento Bento. Okay, now this channel,
Get
but
to
what it does is it takes up huge events that have taken place or may not be huge, some obscure serial killer death or something, and he presents that entire story in the form of animations. Okay, animated story, and it's so you know uh, grasping. He talks about do you know the pork bun killer? There was this killer who killed an entire family using pork buns. Okay, so just pork buns, and that was a huge crime back in Japan, I think. Was it Japan? I'm not completely sure. I think it
Yeah,
was
it was
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, right.
it was a pot
He
bun.
has pork bun. Oh, yeah, the pork. Yeah, pork buns started from there, I guess. That's how he got from there. Yeah, about that he talked about the Fukushima disaster that happened. Okay, the 1984 Bhopal gas tragedy. Okay, the Chernobyl blasts and all. He also talks about a lake that is supposedly even 20 times poisonous in radioactivity than what was released by the Chernobyl blasts.
Yeah.
And
Yamuna.
he Huh? What? What did you say? I
Nothing.
couldn't hear.
I just said Yamuna.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe he doesn't know about that. Maybe it is. How do we know for sure? Yeah. So he talks about all these things in such a grasping manner. It's like you're watching a thriller or something. The way he narrates the entire story, in an animated form. It's like you're watching a 15 minutes animated film by Disney or something with an amazing story. And I really dig his content. The thing is, he brings out content very less frequently, but when he does, oh man, what? So I love his channel a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I like watching this kind of channels. Like they are sort of like mini movies for me, like learning a new thing in a fun way. So yeah, I'll definitely look into it. And I think I have seen some of the videos. I don't exactly remember because the name seems familiar to me.
Yeah, please
So
do check him out if you haven't. He's
yeah,
an amazing channel.
sure. Okay, so since you folks talked about comedy and history and journalism, I don't think you guys have mentioned one genre of content which is also very popular, which is vlogging, right?
Oh
So,
man,
so
yes.
yeah, so for me, one channel I love watching every time its video comes out, it's
Is it
called
Casey?
MAV. It's
Okay.
called MAV, MAV. Okay.
Okay.
So Mav is basically the shortened name of a guy called Maverick. He is a guy from like northern USA.
Top Gun. Okay.
No, not that. So what he does is his channel is different from the other vlogging channels because uh, he has a truck. Okay, he has a truck, a Ford 150, and he has made it into his house. He can sleep inside and he can travel the world. And he shoots these simple videos using his phone. And he goes like right now he's traveling alone in Alaska using his truck as a like a resting place. So he's out there in the world cooking inside his truck, living inside. So watching that, seeing that guy, he's just 21 years old. He's even younger than us. So watching that guy make things like so huge, being alone out in the world, it just gives you a feeling that okay, you can also do something like this. You can also take that step forward. So it's kind of like very freedomy kind of videos. So
You know, it
it's
gives you
Yeah,
that
but you're
inspiration to
consuming.
go out and lose your job or leave up your
uh,
job and just go.
let's just not go there. Let's just not go there. I'm living that life through him. So that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah,
Uh,
that's a nice channel if you guys can check it out.
Yeah, you're like you consume his videos and like एक दिन मैं भी with crumbs of lays on your stomach while you're laying back on bed in your room. Like yes, tomorrow and tomorrow you open again his videos only instead of going out.
But I think
That's
I
that's
think
a
one would
very
be more than happy just watching it and sort of aspiring to it than living all bloody alone for months and months in the middle of Alaska. I think he's more than happy to have his lunch and sleep on his soft, comfortable bed. I
Yeah,
think
but
any
he produced a content out of it. He can too.
yeah, but yeah, definitely like it's something everyone can watch once in a while. Entertaining videos. So yeah. What about like what's
I
the
think
next
we're
section?
all done, but I guess
Yeah.
if we have time, I was thinking, I think we were discussing about we want to introduce a special segment into our podcasts where we basically I think
Yeah.
crack
Yeah, so
jokes.
we were talking about this new segment that we are gonna add, where we are gonna we as a friend, we as friends, we love to talk, love jokes. All right, and if I think I'll be right if I say on behalf of all four of us, our choice of comedy is extremely skewed and dark, and so I'm sorry for saying, Shoaib, please turn off your mic or something. Okay, we are trying to be professional. Let's be professional. Okay, please, please. So, what we are talking about is we are gonna bring out a segment where we are gonna exchange dark jokes. You know, we're gonna exchange dark jokes, and the challenge is like we're gonna tell a joke and try to make the other panel members laugh. That's the goal of our segment, and so I think we're gonna do that in the coming segment now. So stay tuned for that. Let's see what happens in the next segment.
And just a heads up to you guys, if you have heard the joke that like I or any one of us is about to tell, please act like you haven't heard it.
Yeah, yeah, we are gonna
Okay.
give you the courtesy to. We will give you the courtesy of laughing. Yeah,
All right,
Okay.
let's quickly get to it. I think we should
yeah.
relax.
yeah, so why don't you start off?
All right, Snehashish, what's common between your father and Nemo?
What is it?
They both couldn't be found.
Oh, no.
Oh God. Oh man.
Uh,
All right,
so
who's
what
next?
Uh,
what reply do you have to that, Snehashish?
Yeah, he is right. Medoya.
Oh no. Oh no.
We sing our old songs because we can't afford the licensing. So
Oh, oh.
Right.
yeah, so should I go ahead with the joke of mine?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, so this is it. What is the difference between Kim Kardashian and Kim Jong Un?
What?
What?
Kim Jong Un has real tits.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Nice. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Okay, Savi, why don't you go next?
Okay, yeah. So, what do you call a black guy who is from Vietnam?
Okay.
Soldier
What?
who got left behind.
It's vinegar.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, man.
okay.
Oh God.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Shit.
I see.
Oh.
your turn.
Okay, so why do you call a fat stripper Hitler?
Okay, why?
Why?
Because of all the damage done to the Poles.
Okay. Good. Oh man. Okay. That's good. That's good.
Okay,
I
so
think we should
Saab,
definitely. Oh, we'll go another time, right? Okay, all right.
yes.
We can go ahead. I can go to all the. Come on.
Okay.
Yes. Okay,
Or
should
no?
I? You can think about it all then.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
need
I
some
have
time.
it. Fine.
Okay, yeah,
Great,
already
great.
has it.
Shoot.
Yeah.
What would be the difference between, say, the work I do at office and your sister?
What?
I totally do your sister.
Okay.
Damn.
Hmm.
I
Damn.
hope your boss watches this,
I
Oh
and I
no.
hope his sister is not your boss.
no, no. We'll totally keep this hypothetical and not bring the whole. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
So should I
Uh,
go with mine?
yeah, sure.
Sure,
Go
sure.
Yeah. So here it goes. What is black and stays at the top of the stairs?
What?
A disabled person in a house fire.
Okay.
Oh no!
Okay.
My God.
Oh no! 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 No!
Oh no.
No! Damn.
Okay, I would like to go next.
All
But
right.
this one is a bit long, and you guys need to be like answer me questions. Okay.
Sure.
So
That's what she said.
all right. So let's say there's a fence, okay, and there are 3 peacocks on top of the fence, right?
Okay.
So how many beaks do those peacocks have? How many?
How many what? Beaks.
Beaks.
Right. 3.
Is this an aptitude question?
How many eyes do they have?
Oh, I know where this is going. 2.
3 peacocks, 2 eyes.
Yeah.
You can give the correct
Oh, okay,
answer.
okay. Yeah, 6 eyes. 6 eyes. My
Six
bad, my bad.
eyes, right? Okay. How many pairs of legs they have?
6.
3 pairs. 3
Three
pairs.
pairs.
3 pairs. 3 pairs. Yeah.
Okay, now a cat comes in front of them, like a white cat comes. And now you have to tell me how many teeth does the cat have?
I can't see. I don't know. I can't see them.
So you seem to know more about cocks than white pussy.
Oh! Oh! Okay.
Oh, damn.
What the heck? Oh man.
This one takes the cake.
Okay, so the last one. Savvy, shoot.
Yeah. So, what's the difference between Hitler and Usain Bolt?
What?
What?
Usain Bolt actually finished all his races.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord. Oh,
Damn.
I
I
love this.
definitely
I
think
love
we
this
should
segment.
do this segment a lot more in our podcast. That's my favorite now.
Unless we are
Yes.
cancelled by the very next episode because of these jokes. So
At
yeah,
least
we
if we're
can.
cancelled, it means that more than 100 people have listened to us. So yeah.
Okay, it's a catch-22. Okay, all right, let's go.
Yes.
All right. I think it brings us to the end of this episode. Please let us know. You'll find us on YouTube. I think if you're watching this on YouTube, great. You will have seen our expressions, and you actually know we don't hate each other, and we're all doing it for fun. And if this is Spotify, then our voices might seem a bit more passive aggressive, where it's more like, "Hey, don't crack this joke and all." But yeah, so find us on Instagram. We'll also post about our next podcasts, and yeah, that's it. See you next time.